Welcome to ABM Step 2 Account Insight. This is the part where we look at the accounts we selected in ABM 1 and do a deep dive into their business and start to understand some of their business challenges. What is ABM 2 Account Insight? This is the time to dig into what's happening with the top prospects we identified in ABM Step 1 Account Selection. We want to gather information about our prospective customers. It's outside looking in, so we're going to learn about their business and their challenges. Is the solution we're selling a match for a problem they experience? We're going to do some comprehensive research and analysis on their needs, challenges, and preferences. Well, how did we get here? You'll remember in ABM 1 account selection, we selected prospects based on criteria such as industry, company size, revenue, strategic fit. Now we develop a deep insight to help us develop personalized, effective marketing strategies focused on each prospect. We're going to conduct extensive research to gain a deep understanding of the prospect's business. Well, for background, how are we going to conduct account insight? We'll use publicly available information such as company websites, annual reports, press releases, social media profiles to gather insights about the company's products, services, key personnel, recent events, and market position. We're going to gather deep insight about the company's products, services, recent news, market position, pertinent to our solution, and value prop. What does ABM2 Account Insight look like? We'll create a detailed profile for each prospect company. And these profiles typically include information such as the company's size, org structure, decision making process, pain points, goals, budget year end, SWOT, financial performance, their mission, vision, goals, likely challenges to our value prop, our business alignment with the prospect, competitors, and existing vendor relationships. There are templates available for the account insight and see the links at the end, or of course, you can build out your own template based on your specific needs. Well, let's think through the rationale. Why do we need account insight? Well, the knowledge gained from account insight ramps our sales team on the business challenges and the opportunities with each specific customer. It pays off in customer communications by demonstrating a depth of knowledge, caring about that customer's business, how to help them make improvements to save time, effort, and money. It's a level of personalization that's vital to ABM. And we'll be fishing with a spear, not a net. So we want to know our customers really well. How does account insight make a difference? We invest the time and effort required to gather deep insight so that our sales team can be familiar with the prospect's business. The marketing team can improve relevance, personalization, and content and messaging with critical messages and the nuance of opportunities that matter to specific potential buyers. We can more easily open doors for our sales team. Account insight is a vital step in unlocking our revenue pipeline with prospects and consequently revenue growth. One of the essential elements of ABM is cross team alignment and working with one unified revenue team. By aligning our marketing, sales, business development, operations, finance teams with clear customer focus and depth of knowledge, well, that improves our chances of success. Aligned sales and marketing teams experience an average of 32% yearly revenue growth, whereas companies with unaligned sales and marketing see a negative 7% growth. That's from Forrester Research. Account Insight enables this and empowers our unified revenue team with a strong, deep knowledge of prospective customers. Well, let's translate Account Insight into the customer experience. Account Insight fuels thoughtful, value added educational prospect communications. Through a deep, empathetic, demonstrable understanding of our prospects, we achieve high levels of personalization at every touch point. Customers on the receiving end experience a contextually relevant, insightful communication that demonstrates an appreciation for them and their business. This customer journey is a much more relevant, thoughtful experience that draws them closer to our business as we project the depth of thinking, empathy, knowledge, and expertise relevant to their business challenges. This enhances the likelihood of establishing a connection, starting trust, and opening a conversation. Where do we find account insight? Well, some of the sources include trade websites, business news, LinkedIn company pages, business profiles, business and news articles, the company website, and in some cases, the websites of their key competitors. Social media sites for information, their Twitter feed if they have one, the prospect company's website, and online businesses get a feel for each of our prospects and their events, their goals, and the key people in the buying process. Now we have a better sense of what we're looking for and how we do this, but where do we look for this information? Well, our internal data, there's internal prospect and market data relevant to the prospect. Our CRM system can have data about prospects and their intention, previous interactions. Website analytics will have data on their website visits, page view, content downloads. Social media, LinkedIn, Twitter feeds, are they connected? Are they following? Are they following our feed? Are they reacting to it? And some industry specific forums for initiatives and pain points. We'll look at industry reports and publications, and that provides insight into market trends, challenges, and opportunities. And also press releases and news. What are their recent partnerships that they've announced, an initiative, and even news from some of their vendors may give us some insight into what's going on at their business. Okay, so if I want to be thorough, tell me more. What are some more sources? Well, analyst reports and research, the industry analyst reports, if you have budget for those reports, they can be very expensive. The online research company websites, information about their mission, their values, their leadership team, blog posts, new initiatives. The industry events and conferences, speaker profiles, and videos from the talks. What are their executive leaders talking about when they attend the industry events? And ABM platforms. What's the aggregated data that we can pull from the MarTech tools we have in place? We want to gather as much insight as possible on the selected accounts so we have the benefit of a deep understanding of the prospect company before we initiate contact. We're going to combine insights from multiple sources to create a holistic view of our prospects, and we'll leverage these sources to develop personalized, relevant content and messaging that resonates with our prospects and increases the effectiveness of our outreach efforts. Well, what do we need to know about the market for our specific prospects? We want to know something about the industry dynamics, trade shows. We want to know who the industry thought leaders are, key trends in the business model, technologies, disruptors, who the competitors are. And the reason competitors are relevant is if it doesn't work out with this prospect, we've done a lot of the background work. We should talk with their competitors and see if we can drive that interest, curiosity, and purchase decision with the competitors. We'll look at growth drivers and inhibitors for the market. And what are the favored social media channels in this specific industry? Where are they getting their information? Let's make sure that lines up with our content plan. Now, specific to the company, we're going to look for information on their financial health, the executive leadership, financial year end to understand the customer's budget cycles. We want corporate address, phone number, contact information, growth information that they identify perhaps in SEC filings or in shareholder discussions if they're a public company. What's the renewal risk with the business? Do they have a SWOT? Is that available where we can look at their strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? And the initiatives and organizational priorities. Let's make sure we find those on their website. And can we interpret from that any triggers, funding, acquisition, personnel moves? Their job postings may be relevant to tell us where they're investing. We have an opportunity to get granular and look at the buying centers or buying committees within the prospect. Where are the key buying centers located, either organizationally or geographically? Can we get any sense of the attitudes and preferences or biases for the members of the buying committee? We want to look at the org chart to see how they're related and what functions are represented. We look at the white space within the buying centers, relationships, connections, relationships to each other in the company, and relationships to our company, if there are any. Creating a relationship map, for example, can help illuminate where we've got some senior level or leadership connections where we could reach out and actually initiate that conversation. Well, that wraps up ABM2 Account Insight. We've learned about the business of selecting the right B2B customers that will accelerate our revenue growth and how to dig in and learn about them, their businesses, their pain points, their challenges, competitors, and industry in some depth so that we can be really effective when we talk with them about their business. We have a simple memory aid mnemonic to think about if you get stuck in the process or you're thinking about what to do next. And apply ABM to ignite your revenue pipeline. And by ignite, we mean identify the accounts within your ICP, the ideal customer profile, that have the best chance of becoming customers. G, you want to generate that personalized messaging because you've learned about their business. You want to nail your content plan down before you start outreach and trial different medium, podcasts, blogs, interviews, ebooks, webinars. I, you want to include the cross team functions of marketing, sales, ops, biz dev, finance as one integrated whole revenue team. And T, tabulate the results and track your ROI metrics conscientiously, report on them, and be honest with yourself about when you succeed and when you fail, when you need improvement, and own those results. And last, E, engage. Reach out to customers. Start with a personalized, high touch message. Follow up with a methodical customer journey omni plan.